Okay, here we are on the Module 4 assignment page. In this video I'm going to give you a brief overview of what you need to do to prepare for the assignment and what to do during the assignment. First of all, before you do anything, there's a few videos you should watch, linked here. You're currently watching this one, the introductory video. When we're done here, you should go and definitely take some time and watch the videos linked here. First is an introduction of various properties of minerals. But then down below, down here, there are a number of links, like this one. Here's an introduction. Here's a video on the testing the luster property of minerals, etc. Each of these takes you to a short video produced by a PCC geology instructor specifically for this lab. It walks you through what the property is, what it means, and how to determine it for your minerals. Most of them are pretty short, just a few minutes long. The one exception is the cleavage test. Cleavage is a little bit trickier to identify in minerals, and so it takes a little bit longer to identify or to explain as to how to identify that. If we scroll down a little bit more, there's a few more. There's the hardness test, testing the scratch resistance of minerals, the streak test, the acid test, and magnetism. You go back to the main assignment page. So once you've watched those, you should also check out the PCC Rock and Mineral Guide. It is a digital book, essentially an interactive book that allows you to look up the properties of minerals and in some cases even hear how they're pronounced. Let's go back to the assignment, scroll down a little bit more. You're going to need a digital camera for this assignment. You're going to have to take pictures of yourself performing some of the mineral tests and insert them in the document. The camera on your phone should work just fine. That's how I've done it in the past. Finally, click on this link to get to the actual assignment itself. The first page of the assignment looks like this. It's basically a place for you to review and write down the various properties of minerals. That is, identifying the definition of what luster is, what streak means, what cleavage is, etc. Down below, you're going to be having to think a little bit, and you're going to identify a new property of minerals that you can identify easily. For example, one might want to measure the density of minerals. That is a very useful property of minerals to distinguish them. However, it's kind of a pain to actually measure, so density is not a good example. Nonetheless, there are a number of other mineral properties that one could measure to compare minerals, and I want you to think a little bit about a new one. You're going to need to measure all of the sort of standard mineral properties and the new one that you come up with. So it needs to be something you can easily identify and easily measure. Alright, if we scroll down, here's the main part of the assignment is completing this table. Your kit should contain 20 minerals, and you get to choose which 15 to identify. For each, you're going to note their name, you're going to determine their color, their luster, their hardness, their streak, their magnetism, and the results of your new test, which you'll have explained above. And in the last column, I want you to insert a small photo of you performing one of these tests for each mineral. Which one? Indicated by the asterisk. So for mineral number 1, you're going to show a small picture of you measuring the hardness. That is measuring whether or not the mineral scratches glass. Over here, for mineral number 2, you're going to have a small picture of you measuring the streak, placed here, etc. So 15 minerals, measuring each of their properties, each with photos. And at the end, you're going to get to go outside and do a little geology. You're going to go find a couple of rocks, each of which contains a few different minerals. Your job is to, as best as you can, figure out some of the minerals within those rocks. Okay, so you're going to take a picture of the rock, and then a short discussion here of what minerals you think are in those rocks. It's not important that you get that mineral identified correctly. It's important that you explain why you chose the mineral that you did. For example, if you decide that you think feldspar is one of the minerals within the rocks you found, great. What I really care about is why you think it's feldspar. What are the properties, what are the things about the minerals within that rock that make you think it's feldspar? Alright. That is the Module 4 assignment. If you have any questions, please let me know by email or by using the general course questions area in the discussion. Alright, thanks very much. Good luck.